Today's reading is Genesis 16 through 18. And in these three chapters, we get insight into the calling of Abraham and the covenant between him and the Lord. We asked in yesterday's devotion, why would God choose someone like Abraham? Well, verse 19 of chapter 18 sheds light on this when God says, "For I know him that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him." Now, God chose Abraham because he would command his children and his household after him in the ways of the Lord. Ishmael had been born by this time, but the covenant and the promise wouldn't be with Ishmael, it would be with Isaac. But Isaac hadn't even been conceived yet. God seen within Abraham what Abraham didn't see in himself. Abraham and Sarah thought they were too old to have children, but God seen that Abraham would instruct his children and future offspring in the way of the Lord. Now, as a pastor, I've seen too many parents want to teach their children everything but the way of the Lord. I've witnessed parents that they would rather have their children be slaves to sin than to be servants of Christ. Most of the time, parents don't want the conviction of having their children serve the Lord better than they do. But our children are the greatest mission field that we have. It is our responsibility to instruct them in the ways of the Lord. Puritan John Flavel wrote, "If you neglect to instruct your children in the way of holiness, the devil will not neglect to instruct them in wickedness."